Well, it looks like gaming soundbars are becoming more of a thing these days because Panasonic reached out to me asking if I wanted to partner up on a video showcasing its first go at a gaming-focused soundbar that's heavily aimed at PC or desktop console gamers due to its compact size at only 17 inches long, 5 deep, and 2 inches tall. In the box, you'll get the SoundSlayer, remote control, power adapter, power cable, and well, that's it. Was kind of hoping to see an HDMI cable included, but then again, like charging cables for phones, I've got about 6 lying around. Now, technically speaking, the 80-watt SoundSlayer is a 2.1 stereo system. It has 2 full-range drivers, 2 tweeters, and a built-in subwoofer with a passive radiator, which is the 0.1 part of the 2.1 equation, which we'll touch on shortly. Now, on the back for I/O, we've got video pass-through at up to 4K 60Hz with support for HDR via the HDMI in and HDMI ARC out ports, an optical in and a USB-A port for firmware updates, but it also has Bluetooth in case you wanted a wireless option. So for my personal setup, I have a gaming monitor capable of 120Hz, which I have connected via DisplayPort to my PC's GPU. So instead of limiting myself to 60Hz while gaming, I actually found that simply connecting a single HDMI cable from one of my GPU's HDMI ports to the in port on the soundbar and selecting the SoundSlayer as my audio output device in Windows worked best for me by maintaining the higher refresh rates my monitor's capable of. So basically, no, you don't have to use video pass-through if you've got a nice high refresh rate display. On the right side, we've got the power, volume, and input selection buttons, and then on the front, we've got 4 LED status indicators: Bluetooth, Clear Dialogue, 3D Surround, and GN Game/AV. On the remote, you'll find 4 sound modes. I pretty much stuck to music for, music, cinema for anything and everything video, and game for, gaming. Standard doesn't sound bad or anything, it's just that the other sound modes sort of cover all the bases. But the game mode actually has 3 different variations you can choose from: RPG, FPS, and voice for all those boring games where the characters never shut up. As you can tell, I'm more of an FPS gamer myself. And Panasonic actually partnered with the Final Fantasy Online sound team at Square Enix to jointly develop those 3 game mode variations, which is pretty neat. Now, personally, I have 3D Surround enabled at all times, because even though this soundbar supports Dolby Atmos, not all content is Dolby Atmos, so it doesn't matter what sound mode I'm in, it's on all the time. It just makes everything sound better and provides an awesome spatial audio effect. Now, Clear Dialogue is something I'll enable while watching content, because it definitely cleans up vocal frequencies and raises some of the highs just a smidge while not overdoing it. But I'll disable it when listening to music or gaming, because to my ears, it does alter the audio enough that I prefer it disabled while doing either of the latter. Even though the SoundSlayer doesn't have a proper dedicated external subwoofer like my current 2.1 desktop stereo, it still produces rich, deep lows, but that's after you turn up the subwoofer setting to its max. It doesn't produce a ton of bass punch, but personally, since I'm not a young buck anymore, I'm honestly more interested in clean, rich lows than I am of a bass punch to the solar plex. So audio in general, regardless of sound mode, is great. Like I already said, lows are deep and rich, but without overpowering the mids and highs, which to me all sound very well balanced at all volume levels. The FPS game mode does make a difference while listening for player footsteps, although it doesn't help with my aim. Uh-oh. Well, damn it. And 3D Surround makes a big difference with spatial awareness. Like seriously, if you do decide to pick up the SoundSlayer, never turn off 3D sound, just don't. You'll be missing out on like all the things. But wrapping up, the SoundSlayer has a price tag of $300, which is a bit on the high side compared to other compact soundbars, even when looking at the very few gaming-focused soundbars currently on the market, but I haven't tested of the others, and I've been fairly impressed with this one, so like I often say, Consider your options and look at as many reviews as you can before making a purchase decision. Anyways, I think that does it for this one. A link for the SoundSlayer will be in the description, but I hope you liked the video. If you did, maybe show me some love with that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that silly Billy bell icon too if you haven't already. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Cheers.